Hey, I am Carol Simon, and I have rebranded myself as a freedom coach. 18 months ago, I embarked on a journey to free myself from, 18 months ago, a bit more than that, from my 9 to 5. And last year, August last year, I left my job and I embarked on a journey, and I reinvented myself as a freedom coach. Hi, Chef. Thanks for joining. This is a challenge to me to do my first Facebook Live for 10 minutes. So thanks for joining. And today is just an experiment. So I wasn't quite sure what to call my audience. I'm going to call myself a freedom fighter, or freedom, not really a freedom fighter. Maybe a someone who's what's the word? Freedom seeker. That's it. Freedom seeker. I think it's actually better. That might be what I call. Hi. Thanks. Thank you. I have one viewer. I'm overwhelmed. I'm gonna fall over. So anyway, so this is a challenge to me. I'm feeling a bit but I'm going to do it. This is my challenge to myself. So anyway, I'm going to talk about freedom, and then I'll say, what does freedom mean to you? So for me, there's three types of freedom. The first type of freedom is physical freedom. And I know that from my going back generations, that my bloodline, that a lot of my bloodline were not physically free. They were enslaved. And thankfully today, we can say that we are free. We are free. But there are still many in this world, unfortunately, who are kept in slavery, or many kids who are kidnapped and taken to slavery, which is the sad state of affairs in this world. And it's a sad state of affairs. However, I can thankfully say that I am free today. But some of us who come from that background, even our mindset might not be free because of where we've come from. But thankfully, I am free in that regard. The other type of freedom we can talk about, that's physical freedom. There's spiritual freedom, and then there's also a natural freedom. So the spiritual freedom is freedom having one. Well, I'm a believer. I'm a Christian, so I believe in being free from the clutches of sin. Free and my soul being set free, so that I've now been redeemed, and that when I leave this life, I'll go on to eternal life. That's a spiritual freedom. But today, really, my focus is more on the natural side, on different various forms of freedom in the natural world. So there's things like there's time freedom, there's financial freedom, there's freedom of choice, and that's basically what I embarked upon back 18 months ago. And thankfully, right now, I do have freedom of choice. So today, for example, I just come back, first of all, from a wonderful time away in Cape Town, South Africa. And I went there with a community that's all about empowering us with financial freedom. And then when I came back from that trip, I was able to go away on another trip with my husband around UK to visit my in-laws, my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. And that was in Wales and in Ireland. And that was a great trip. And I thankfully had the freedom to make those choices without having to ask my boss, or having to ask anyone at work. So I had the freedom of choice to make those decisions freely. And that makes such a big difference to my life. So I can now orchestrate or organise my life based on my own personal decisions. One of my mantras now is to live life on my own terms. And that's what I endeavour to do. And thankfully, I found a solution that has allowed me to live life on my own terms. And today, for example, I was able to go off to, I had an 11 o'clock appointment. I was a little bit late though, by the way, because I was doing a post on social media. So every Wednesday, I do a post on social media called Wednesday Wisdom. I post it on LinkedIn, I post it on Facebook, and you might see that on Facebook today if you have a look back. Or I also post it on Instagram as well. I think I have done that today. But I went to get my nails done, so I'm not sure if you can see them. Anyway, I normally do this is a rose gold colour. So every 2 weeks, I can now wander off to a salon to get my nails done. So I know I'm rambling right now because I'm trying to stay on here for 10 minutes. But this is interesting just to see what freedom means to other people. So there's nothing in the chat right now. So if you want to, I don't mind people interacting, letting me know what freedom means to you. Because for me, I think once you've got freedom of choice, and nothing restricts you in terms of what you want to do and what your goals are in life, and you have the freedom to do that, whether it's financial freedom, time freedom, because they work together, I guess. And some things are not necessarily costly, things that you might want to do, but if you don't have the finances to do them, then you don't have the freedom of choice. So for me, it is about preparing a platform, or preparing a solution, or finding a solution that gives you those options, that you can choose to do things that you want to do, and that you don't feel confined or restricted in any way. I'm not saying that you have to go mad and wild, because obviously there's things, there's restraint, there's wisdom. You know, it's not about flashing the cash necessarily, but it's about people have dreams, people have goals, people have aspirations. I've got dreams. Like one of my well, I have dreams to travel, and I love traveling. Basically, that's one of my hobbies. I love to travel, and thankfully, I found a way that has given me the freedom to travel, and without really eating into my capital, and that's something that I am grateful for. So what I do these days, and as I've rebranded myself as a freedom coach, is showing other people how they can obtain freedom. So if you want to know my secret to freedom, just in the comments below, you can just hashtag freedom, and or hashtag freedom coach, which is what I call myself, and then I will get back to you. And if you want to have a conversation, happy to have that conversation, because that's what I'm all about: helping others achieve their goals and aspirations, helping others find their freedom, whatever that is for them, because everyone's definition of freedom is going to be different. So I'm not sure how long I've been on this live for, but my goal is to be on here for 10 minutes, and I'm not sure what I've got there. So what I'd like also to do is what I'm aiming to do once I get the confidence is to get on a live twice a week, and every week I want to talk about something different. So if there are topics that there'll be topics that are close to my heart, maybe topics that I feel passionate about. Sometimes there might be frivolous topics, maybe. There could be things that I've done that are that to me means something, but to everyone else it doesn't. Anyway, you don't have to sit and watch this live if it's really boring and doesn't appeal to you. It's just for those who, like myself, are freedom seekers, and are able to you know, and want to find a way to get there, to achieve their freedom. That's what this is all about. That's what I'm all about. But I will use these live just for me to get comfortable, to chat about anything that I want to chat about. So say, for example, on Monday I was coming back from my round the UK tour with my husband, and George, hello George. I'm sure you're not going to find this interesting, but thank you for watching anyway. So on Monday I left Swansea. I left Northern Ireland at 11 o'clock, I think it was, and I got to Dublin by 1. No, left 11:15. Got to Dublin by 1, and I didn't get to London till 20 to 7. So that I could have got to America in that time. So literally, I had my husband and I shared the driving. So we got to Dublin. We got the ferry, which is a 3.5 hour ferry from Dublin to Holyhead. I found a wonderful hotel called the Mount. It was in a place called Roisnager. I might be saying it incorrectly, but it's in North Wales anyway. It's about 25 minutes from Holyhead. And again, I just found that last minute. It's a really quaint hotel. Mount SMH it was called. In Roisnager, I think it's called, right by the sea. Beautiful location, actually. We had a sea view room, and not boring, inspirational. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. I know I'm rambling here, but anyway, it's good to hear. But that hotel, I was able to just find that last minute, and I thought I'd just treat Roger. And also, by the way, I also stayed in the wonderful, great to see you, Spencer. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. This is me, what do you call it? This is me fighting my personal demons, doing a Facebook Live for the first time in a very long time. And I'm going to do it because I'm going to conquer that demon and do my Facebook Live. That's my goal for today. And I've been putting it off for a while. So I may be rambling here and there, but I do have a purpose to this call. So yeah, I was able to stay also at the Shelbourne in Dublin, and that was a treat for my husband. He wasn't aware, by the way. It's a 5-star hotel. It's really, really beautiful. It has some wonderful art collections there. They have some great caricatures as well. I did put a post actually out on Monday, because there's some caricatures in the dining room, and I wasn't quite sure who the individuals were. So if you don't mind having a look at that post and let me know who they are. One of my old colleagues from my workplace said they were Irish politicians, and I thought one of them was a UK politician. So if you have any ideas of who they are, do let me know, because I was intrigued. I thought one was Neil Kinnock, but I'm told that it wasn't. So if you have any idea, do let me know. But the whole purpose of me going there, by the way, and spending a night in that hotel, treating my husband, was because I could. And before I embarked on this journey of financial freedom and being a freedom coach, I wasn't able to make those sort of last minute decisions and I could, but when I left, I'd always be in debt or paying back on the credit card. But this time I was able to make that decision, spend time in that wonderful hotel, spend time in the hotel we stayed in, Sandy Mount Hotel in Roysnager, which is the beautiful, quaint, very unique rooms. I was only able to make those decisions and do that and do those surprises last minute, all because I found a solution that's given me the freedom, time freedom, that's given me the financial freedom, that's given me the freedom of choice. And that's why I've rebranded myself as a freedom coach, and I help people just like myself. I'm a lady in my 50s. I'm in my 50s, and I look 25, but no, I'm in my 50s. And I'm here just to help others who are looking for a solution to give them the same freedom of choice, time freedom, and financial freedom. So I haven't timed myself, but I think I'm coming to a close on this conversation. So I asked again, what does freedom mean to you? What is important to you? And today I did actually do a post today saying I haven't got the time. I don't have time. Because lots of us make excuses saying we don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. But the thing is how important is that thing for you? And if it's really important for you, then you will prioritise and give it time. And this is one thing today, getting on this live. I knew I had to do it. I wanted to do it, but I was putting it off. And yet I was meant to do it yesterday, and I put it off. And today I was meant to do it earlier on, and I put it off. But I'm conquering that demon, and I've done it. I've done it. Okay, I've done it. So I'm very happy. And I just want to say thank you for joining today. So just to repeat, my name is Carol Simon. I am a freedom coach. And if you are a freedom seeker just like myself, then in the comments, please put #freedom seeker and I will get back to you. So I do plan to have another live on Saturday maybe, but going forward, my goal is to have 2 lives per week. And if there is a topic or something you want to ask or something you want me to focus on, then I shall try and include that in my live going forward. So thank you for joining today. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Spencer, and for George for joining for a short time. And I appreciate the wonderful supportive comments that I can see there. And I shall see you again. So Carol Simon saying goodbye for now. And I'll see you on the other side of freedom. Because that's what we all want, ultimately. Take care for now, and I'll see you later. Bye.